Today I would like to share one aspect of homeopathic line of treatment called acute prescriptions in homeopathy. As you all are aware, homeopathic line of treatment can be done in chronic complaints, can be done even in acute complaints for their acute exacerbation of the chronic complaints. So when I speak of acute complaints, I mean complaints which come up very suddenly, the onset is sudden, the progress is very fast, and it is self-sufficient. Now, for example, if a child has an injury and she falls in the building and she starts crying, if the parent or the relative have arnica at home, they can immediately give a dose of that medication to help the child get relief from the pain and calm her down. We have so many individuals coming to our clinics with acute complaints like earache, stomach colics, headaches, migrainal pains, sudden diarrheas. Homeopathic acute prescriptions will help these patients not only get relief from their problems, but their complaints are totally reduced very fast and help them to have symptom relief immediately. One more example which I could tell you all about acute prescriptions which is very commonly seen, is menstrual pains. Whenever a young girl or a lady undergoing menopause has severe crampy pains during her periods, acute medicines like magnesium phosphoricum in a higher potency can relieve these pains very fast to help them have a normal period flow. As I move ahead and I talk about acute exacerbations of chronic complaints, the example that comes to my mind immediately is of an acute asthmatic problem where a patient gets a bout suddenly in the middle of the night. I could also think of an acute exacerbation of a chronic complaint where homeopathic medicines can be kept as SOS for the patient during his acute asthmatic attack. These attacks can come anytime during seasonal change. So these acute prescriptions help the patient with asthma and relieve his acute bout of breathlessness. When I also think of certain acute problems which are going on now, that is viral fevers. Patients come to the clinic and tell they have high fever, they have fever with chills, and they express their complaints. Here the physician comes to a totality of those symptoms and gives the acute prescription during these fevers to reduce these fevers. Sometimes there can also be conditions where the patient is just lying listless at home, whether his head is extremely hot and his palms are cold, whether his abdomen is hot to touch, whether the patient is only indicating with his hands that he wants water, whether his hands and feet are jerking during high fever, or he's just lying listless, not asking for water, or he's not moving at all. These observations help the physician come to the totality of the acute prescription and help relieve these fevers in acute conditions. Hence, homeopathy is a vast system of medicine. We homeopaths need these acute symptomatology to come to a totality and prescribe the acute prescription. Thank you.